Hello, friends, and welcome to Wrong Major, a place to drown our regrets with entertainment. I am Brian Cadena, a journalism major, Spanish minor, and I regret it. But that is not the purpose of why we are here. We are here to drown those regrets in beautiful entertainment while we are all stuck here in quarantine for God knows how long. But, friends, this is not a podcast. This is a show. So we are going to jump right into our first act. No more dilly-dally like last time. Instead, we are jumping right into our first guest. She is a BFA musical theater major from Nazareth College of Rochester. She is streaming from, quote, my childhood bedroom in central New York. Not my bedroom, that's where I currently am. She's streaming from her own. She is coming from the small village of Aurora, New York, and she regrets not having soundproof walls in Bumble. Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for a very fitting song done by my good friend, Michaela.
I've been staring at the edge of the water long as I can remember, never really knowing why. I wish I could be the perfect daughter, but I come back to the water no matter how hard I try. Every turn I take, every trail I track, every path I make, every road leads back to the place I know where I cannot go, where I long to be. See the line where the sky meets the sea, it calls me, and no one knows how far it goes. If the wind in my sail when the sea stays behind me, one day I'll know. If I go, there's just no telling how far I go. I know everybody on this island seems so happy on this island. Everything is by design. I know everybody on this island has a role on this island, so maybe I can roll with mine, and I can lead with pride. I can make us strong. I'll be satisfied if I play along, but this voice inside sings a different song. What is wrong with me? See the light with the sign we see, it's blinding, but no one knows how deep it goes, and it seems like it's calling out to me, so come find me and let me know what's beyond that line. Will I cross that line? See the line where the sign be the sea, it calls me, and no one knows how far it goes. If the wind in my sail on the sea stays behind me, one day I'll know how far I'll go.
Let's see, is it there? There we go. Michaela, well done. Well done. A very fitting song. Thank you for starting off our show. Yes, this is Michaela, ladies and gentlemen, coming from where exactly in Bumble, New York?
So, I'm from a very, very small village. It's in the Finger Lakes region of central New York.
It's a village? It's not a town? It's a village?
Oh, no, it's a village. It's a village. We don't have any stoplights, and we don't have any gas stations. I have to drive 15 minutes to the nearest stoplight, if that gives you any sort of reference.
Is there someone in the town who has to paint the town's population every time someone comes in to visit?
I'm not sure if that's a physical thing, but my dad is, filling out the census as we speak, so maybe that'll change. Who knows?
Maybe we'll get the right person. And how far I'll go, fitting song, perfect. Literally a girl who wants to get off the island and just go to the ocean. And
Yep.
Boy, I tried to recreate it a little bit here with our background that we're talking
I appreciate that. In the sand, I love that.
Right? I know. It took me 3 seconds on Google image search. Who knows? Amazing how creative I am. Oh, goodness. Now, Michaela, you said you regret not having soundproof walls. Is that for you or for the family?
I would say a little bit of both. Probably more for the family. So I am currently at home, and everybody's home. So it's a full house of 6. There are 4 kids, in my family, and all 5 of them have Zoom meetings or classes that they are usually doing at some point during the day. So that's hard for me to want to belt my face off and not be able to, because I don't want to be heard in Spanish class. And more for me too, because I'm self-conscious of, I feel like I won't necessarily be able to sing as full out as I want to without soundproofing. And I'm intruding on their meetings about important things during these times.
See, this is the problem with the pandemic. We cannot belt full face. All right?
No, not.
Stay inside and wash your hands so Michaela can belt, not in Spanish class, people.
That would be great.
Although I was a Spanish minor and we could have used some belting in our Spanish classes. I did play bongos one time and I got an A because the professor just did not care. Was not a great professor. Academically, awesome dude though. Loves the pata. Michaela, thank you so much. We're actually going to hear more from Michaela. She has a second song coming up in a little bit, but we're going to let her take a quick step, apologize to her family, repad the walls, fluff those pillows. So we'll say goodbye to Michaela, and we'll talk a little bit more about what she's been up to before COVID-19 and what she hopes to do after. So Michaela, until then, goodbye for now. Hello, everybody else, as I'm going to get rid of that. Let's get rid of Michaela's social media tag at the bottom. She's not on screen. We don't need to plug her anymore. But instead, we're going to plug somebody who I can say for the first time is a friend of the show. I think I said this last time that she was a friend of the show, even though it was our first episode last week. But this time, she is a legitimate friend of the show. If you don't remember, she is an NYU Tisch BFA in theater, minor in producing. She's streaming from her apartment in East Harlem, New York City, but she is born in Boston, raised in Natick, Massachusetts, and she regrets ignoring her Latina heritage for so long, but she has embraced that now, and she has embraced our show. Ladies and gentlemen, Sara Cuozzo-Gonzalez. Hello.
Yay, thank you. You said my name right, but you said my town wrong.
What? Jesus, Sara. No, I don't take the heat on the name because you never corrected me like the 10 times we hung out before. But what is it, Natick?
Natick, yeah.
Damn it.
It's fine.
If you say it with a Boston accent, am I right?
Natick.
No.
Like, yeah, Natick. You're like, I don't have a Boston accent.
You know what? At this point, Sara, I'm just gonna mispronounce something as part of your intro. That's gonna be, and I gotta say congratulations because you now hold the record for most appearances on Wrong Major. At 2. So drop that on the resume. If they don't have to know what this is. They can just drop that on the resume. Let them know. But we are going to switch gears a little bit, Sara, before I talk to you and we do some singing, because we are no longer going to a beach. Sara and I, aside from meeting in interactive theater and loving musical theater and Donna Paola, we are going to talk about our other love that we have, which is baking.
It's just a wooden.
There's more to it. If you look in the background, it's just our
like one kitchen tool.
There are screens. If our screens weren't in the way, it would be a nice dramatic shot, but instead you're on the counter, which is all you really need when you're baking.
True.
All you need. But we're going to do some baking because you're going to sing a song from Waitress. Now, hit me, Sara. Top, what's your dish? Because I see you posting a lot on Instagram. We've traded some shots on each other.
Yes. I honestly don't have like a signature thing. I just like making everything. Like I'll go through phases of like, I'm only making cookies or I'm only making brownies or I'm only making pies. I went through a sugar-free phase, which you obviously know about, of like baking sugar-free.
Yeah, and I ruined it when I brought in the brownies that I brought in, or the crumb cake.
You brought in a crumb cake, and I was so mad at you.
Which I didn't make. That's shout out B&W Bakery in Hackensack. Send us stuff.
Yeah, so I go through these phases. So I've been going through a cake phase lately. So I made a rainbow cake for my birthday last time, and so yeah, I've been doing muffins too lately.
Muffins.
But yeah, I love.
I'm not a big muffin guy. I like cake though. I'll take you.
I like cake. I like pies. Pies are fun because they take like a lot of concentration and focus, so it's a very good therapeutic distraction because it's like, okay, this is all that matters right now, and you don't really think about anything else.
So fitting, because now we're going to do a song from the musical about pies, Waitress.
I love this song so much.
Which, on a side note, before we get into the song, I'm amazed that that whole show, it's all about pies. They have all these pies on stage. They bake a pie to get the smell. Not one pie in the face the entire show.
Wow.
If I'm remembering it correctly, nobody gets like hit with a pie in the face.
Not unintentionally.
Because correct me, I think I remember coming out and I was like, nobody got hit with a pie in the face.
If I remember correctly, someone puts his face in a pie.
Do they?
Yeah,
Who? When?
as a metaphor.
Is that? Oh, during what is it? The reprise of what's a bad idea?
Probably.
I don't remember that. I'll have to. I mean, not that we can see it because it's no longer on, and recordings don't exist on the internet. But yeah, it's a really fun. I saw it with Showbean and Jay Jordan.
Me too.
Oh, maybe we were at the same show. I got to hang out with Rich Mercurio, who's the drummer, because I wrote a series on Drumeo.com on Broadway drummers, if you want to check that out. Rich was so awesome, and that whole band, they get to play on stage. But it's not about them. Right now, it is about Sara Cuozzo-Gonzalez from Natick, Massachusetts. I wasn't trying to do a Boston accent. I just wanted to mispronounce it. So, Sara, I'm going to let you set up the song that you were going to do, and I'm going to give you the mic. So this is Sara Cuozzo-Gonzalez with Little Waitress.
Thank you, Brian. So yeah, this song is one of my favorite songs ever, and I think that it's especially great during this time because it's very hopeful, and baking is very therapeutic for me. I know it's therapeutic for a lot of people. If you haven't tried it, give it a shot. It might actually help you work out some of your emotional distress. It's a very good quarantine activity. So yeah, I mean, this song is a very, very deep song about how she works through her trauma through baking, and I love it. I think it's a beautifully written song. So yeah. Make it work, make it easy, make it clever, craft it into pieces, make it sweet, but crimp the edges, or make it sour and serve with lemon wedges. Even doubt can be delicious, and it washes off of all the dirty dishes. When it's done, I can smile. It's on someone else's plate for a while. I place it on display, and then I'll slice and serve my worries away. I can fix this, I can twist it into sugar, butter, covered pieces. Never mind what's underneath it, I have done it before. I'll bake me a door to help make it through. I learned that from you, Mama. It's amazing what baking can do. Make it up and surprise them. Tell them all my secrets, but disguise them. So they dance on the tongues of the very people that their secrets from. Make it soothe, make it better, though better never lasts forever. I'll make it small so it fits. Even this, even now, even as the walls come tumbling down, even as I can't stop remembering how every door we ever made, we never once walked out. Something I never got the chance to ask her about. So with flour on my hands, I'll show them how goddamn happy I am. Sugar, butter, flour, don't let me
Sara Cuozzo-Gonzalez. Get that. Stun them into silence. That is a really underrated song too.
I know. Everyone focuses so much on She Used to Be Mine, and it's like there's other songs in the show too.
It is a good song. It is a good song, especially if you really sing the hell out of it. But that was the song I was like, oh, okay. But Sara, that was beautiful. Do you sing that when you bake?
Yes.
How often? Like
Almost all the time.
Almost all the time. I put in the headphones, but I don't sing because much like Michaela, I do not have soundproof walls in my kitchen.
Oh, I don't care. My neighbors probably like just are used to it.
So I'm in a suburban home, so I don't have to worry about the neighbors. I have to worry about the other 3, soon to be 4 roommates I live with, and everybody's got business going on. But I love that, Sara. I love your voice. That was so much fun, and you acted it too. You didn't just sing. You also were like, I'm gonna act the song out.
I mean, I feel like I have to.
Well, when the revival comes around, hit those lines early. Get that equity card. Let's see you up there. Come on, put on the apron. Let's go.
I almost put on an apron for this, but I was like, maybe not.
No, because I take this so seriously, Sara, that would have been that would have been ridiculous if you put on the apron. That would have been.
Well, it's not my apron; it's my roommate's apron, so I would have felt like fake doing it. I would have been like, this is not like authentic to me.
Your roommate. I mean, I still use a Christmas one that I have. It has like little dogs on it, and
I don't use an apron. I'm not messy.
That I don't believe. You always need to use an apron. You always have to use an apron. We're getting off track because now people are going to be tuning in and they're going to be like, why is Kadena talking about baking and not music and nobody's singing? Ladies and gentlemen, before we go off, I'm going to plug a charity that Sara and I love very much. Broadway Cares, Equity Fights AIDS. It's a long name, but they do a lot of great work. Sara, last time on the show, she wanted us to plug it, and we're going to plug it again. So you can go to Broadway Cares. They help out the actors. They help out the crew, and they donate to a lot of other charities as well. They help people get, taken care of medically. And I don't know if you have anything else to add, Sara, on that. But
no, that's a really good general description. I mean, there's a lot more information on their website if you want to go check it out. They do a lot of good work for a lot of people across the country, and not just theater people, for a lot of people in a lot of different situations that need help. Yeah.
Social medias. If you want to check her out, again, that's the whole point of this, folks. It's not just to enjoy live music now, but then you go follow these artists and you can hear them with all their high quality videos that they post on their social media, or if you like them, hound them on social media to post some videos of them singing and doing stuff and baking. And Sara can do it all in one 60-second TikTok for us. Sara, stay safe. Thank you so much. As always, go put on that apron and send me some cookies. All right. Sara Cuozzo-Gonzalez, ladies and gentlemen. And again, if you're just joining us, this is Wrong Major, a place to drown our regrets with entertainment, inspired by the old days of college when I would do journalism packages on anything but sports. Even though I was a sportscasting major, all of our professors said you were not allowed to do them on sports. It was just a rule because I guess that's what all the kids did. So I did it on music, and I focused on non-music majors that still played music. And my buddy Chris Buckley and my other friend Carrie Schreiber, I'd always do it on them. I have like 4 different packages saved on a hard drive of just me interviewing them, talking about why do you do music but you're not a major? And we kind of called our band Wrong Major because we loved music, but we were not music majors. And that kind of inspired this whole little show that we have here tonight. But we're going to keep that show rolling. We're going to bring her back from her village. I think the town population may have just either increased or decreased by 1. I don't know if somebody had a kid or not, but please welcome back Michaela. We're going to get out of the kitchen for you, Michaela, right now. But hello, Michaela, and welcome back.
Hi, happy to be back.
Now, what did you do on your break, on your little 6-minute break?
So I reviewed some chords for my next bit, and I drank some water, and I enjoyed my lovely song played by one of my counter artists on the show.
Your lovely song. Okay. I was about to say, did you know Sara? Because that also is the thing that people just randomly have connections on the show. But if you're stuck in Bumble, New York, as you call it, what do you send smoke signals to communicate with your neighbors? How to?
I go to like the corner of the house, the only corner of the house that has the cell phone signal, and I have to stand on 3 chairs and lift my phone really, really high and hope that my gets sent.
Great. It's like Parasite. That's perfect. Okay.
Oh my God. Yeah. That movie that was watched in quarantine with my mother, and that was not anything like what I thought it was going to be, but it was still wonderful.
Awesome. Well, I love that movie. It's a great movie. But now we're going to switch gears. Now Michaela is going to do a second song for us right now. I'm going to pop up her social media down here. And Michaela, I'm going to be honest, I had never heard of this song when you suggested it to me. I listened to it. It's a dope song. So what are you doing and why?
So this is actually one of the first songs that I think I ever really picked up on piano back in high school. I honestly probably heard it on a whim, like listening to YouTube videos back in the day, which is what I did before, Spotify or anything like that. But yeah, since being home, I've taken out an old keyboard that I had to go to my shed to find the chords for. That's a whole adventure. But I figured revisiting the song would be fun while I'm home and have, a little extra time on my hands. And I thought that it was also a really great song to sing for this because, again, it's kind of, there are a lot of questions that are brought up in it. And I thought it could be relevantly tied to this time too. And it's just a really beautiful song.
Awesome. Well, this is a treat, folks, because if you're watching, I am hearing this for the first time done by Michaela, just like all of you, because we only did Moana in the audio test. So I'm very excited. So here's Michaela with Read All About It, Part 3. Because
Yeah.
it's got the 3 tiny eyes, how it's written in the song title. But
So,
Michaela, I'm going to mute my mic and give you the floor. Enjoy.
alrighty. Oh, here we go. You've got the words to change a nation, but you're biting your tongue. You've spent a lifetime stuck in silence, afraid you'll say something wrong. If no one ever hears it, how we gonna learn your song? So come on, come on, come on, come on. You've got a heart as loud as lion, so why let your voice be tamed? Maybe we're a little different, there's no need to be ashamed. You've got the light to fight the shadows, so stop hiding it away. So come on, come on, come on. I wanna sing, I wanna shout, I wanna scream till the words dry out. Put it in all of the papers, I'm not afraid. They can read all about it, read all about it. Oh, 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 At night we're waking up the neighbors while we sing away the blues, making sure that we remember, yeah, 'cause we all matter too. If the truth has been forbidden, then we're breaking all the rules. So come on, come on, come on, come on. Let's get the TV and the radio to play our tune again. It's about time we got some airplay of our version of events. There's no need to be afraid, I will sing with you, my friend. So come on, come on. I wanna sing, I wanna shout, I wanna scream till the words dry out. Put it in all of the papers, I'm not afraid. They can read all about it, read all about it. Oh, 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 And yeah, we're wonderful, wonderful people. So when did we all get so fearful? And now we're finally finding our voices. So take a chance and come help me sing this. Yeah, we're wonderful, wonderful people. So when did we all get so fearful? And now we're finally finding our voices. So take a chance, come help me sing this. I wanna sing, I wanna shout, I wanna wanna scream till the words dry out. Put it in all of the papers. I'm not afraid they can read all about it. Read all about it. I wanna sing, I wanna shout, I wanna scream till the words dry out. Put it in all of the papers. I'm not afraid. They can read all about it. Read all about it.
Michaela! Woo! I had some. I'm giving you another one. Someone died relationships. There we go. They're giving you two. They're giving you two. Ah, that was awesome. That had some
Thank
soul. That
you.
was so nice. Even through like the stream, that sounded beautiful. Ah, that was awesome. Now, folks, I have to admit, Michaela, I have not talked to in a long time, but I first got to hear Michaela live on stage when we did our vintage gig, taking it back to the 20s, 30s, 40s, and 50s. Lindsay Crescenti, who was on the program last week, is actually really good friends with Michaela. And it's actually how we got to meet, because Lindsay recommended me as the drummer for that gig, because Michaela came in saying that the show needed a drummer. So had Michaela not done that, I'm not here with Michaela, at least. I'll still be here, but really, you're not here. But I remember texting Lindsay after the first rehearsal. I'm like, Michaela can sing. And thus, it has been proven tonight.
That was like a year ago now.
That was, right? It goes by quick. Remember when we were allowed to go outside and gather and watch live theater? Ooh, those were the days.
Yep.
Well, Michaela, I wish you and all 40 of your neighbors the best of luck during this quarantine time. Good luck padding those walls, keeping it soundproof. Michaela, again, her socials are at the bottom. And then I asked if Michaela had anything to plug, and she said just stay safe, smart, present, and maybe we're getting a SoundCloud of piano covers to come.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you're on Twitter, Michaela, but like if your tweet goes viral, you need to plug a SoundCloud. So you better get on that.
All right, then that'll happen tomorrow.
There we go. So we got the SoundClouds coming. Follow her for all of that. And again, if you like her voice and you want her to do more, just pester her on social media. You know, just don't be rude about it. But yeah, she'll be happy to sing more. And Michaela, thank you so much. Love your voice. That was awesome so much. Michaela, ladies, gentlemen, and everyone in between, give them a big give them, as there's multiple people in the shot. It's just you and me. So no. Oh, I'm sure the family can hear me right now, though. So
but you know,
yeah, they're all just listening on the door. Michaela, take care. Stay safe. Thank you so much. It's Wrong Major, where we drown our regrets with entertainment. Now, this next performer we have coming on, I am extremely torn because, you know, in the arts community, we all like to be there for each other, and we all try to accept each other for whether we have different beliefs, whether we have different ideals on the world and how everything functions. And this next person is doing a song that is probably the most fitting song we will ever do on Wrong Major, if I'm being totally honest. But there is a fundamental belief that just I want to respect her beliefs so bad. But when I asked for her info, she told me that she's from Central Jersey, and as we all know, it just doesn't exist. So I'm gonna bring her on because she's been sitting there in the bottom waiting to come on all show. I don't want to be mean, so we're gonna respect her. Please, no cyberbullying. She is an, as it says, Inhale, music education with a piano concentration and music performance major with a clarinet concentration from the Montclair State University, streaming from Montclair, New Jersey, but she's actually from either North or South Jersey. We're going to get to the bottom of this. Ladies and gentlemen, and everyone in between, Nicole D'Angelo.
I wasn't sure where you were going with that.
It doesn't exist, Nicole. There's no Central Jersey.
There is Central Jersey, and I have no way of proving it, but you just have to trust me. There is a Central Jersey. The best way is by convenience stores. It's the convenience stores. Because, like, North Jersey's Wawa, right?
Okay.
I'm sorry, North Jersey, North Jersey's Quick Check. South Jersey's Wawa.
We have some more Wawas, though. Wawa is infiltrating.
Well, yeah, they started infiltrating, but, like, Quick Check, Wawa. We've got Krausers. Like, that's, like, our main gig.
See, that's not real, Nicole. I don't know where you're going to, but it's not. It's an abandoned party city. That's where you're going. Do you call it Taylor ham or pork roll?
I'm a vegetarian. I don't talk about it.
Oh, see, you don't talk about it like vegetarian. No, we don't. We don't comment. We don't have a comment on this. We'll let the two sides have their own civil war. Well, I'm gonna thank you for coming on anyway, Nicole, from Central Jersey. But Nicole is. I'm really happy Nicole is here. So Nicole is a friend of Aria's who we had on the program last week. Nicole got to see me in my agent Colrad days when I was working at Zero Space in the immersive theater world of New York City. But Aria would send me videos or just show me videos of her singing with Nicole on piano. But Nicole's going to do all the singing and piano playing today. But I'm very excited because Nicole has a song that fits the show so darn well, and she is a part of an organization that is near and dear to my heart. Not necessarily the organization; I'm not as familiar with them, but for what they do, has a lot of meaning with me. So we're going to get to the song first. And the song, I'll just say what it is that you're doing. It ties in with Your Regret, which your regret is a few years out of college. You realize you were miserable, quote, trying to be a professional symphonic clarinetist, and you switched to musical theater full time. So the performance that you're going to be doing is the song Changing My Major from Fun Home. Perfect. Nicole, talk about that.
It's funny because before you asked me to be on, I was like, wow, it'd be really funny if somebody went on and did Changing My Major, and then you asked, and I was like, yes, my time is now, I'm alive. But this song is so perfect for this in like even more ways than you know, because the catalyst for me changing to musical theater, it was like I was at an all-time low. I was in a really dark place, and then I found this show, Fun Home. And for the first time in my life, I saw somebody like myself on the stage. I saw this socially awkward, queer, like Converse and jeans wearing leading lady on Broadway. And I was like, oh, I can do this. This is something that like there is space for me in this. Not that I'd ever been like, oh, this isn't for me because I never see that. But like the thought literally had not occurred to me because I had never seen myself on stage. So like Fun Home was the catalyst for me changing my career, changing my major, so to speak. And I thought it was funny that you said you wanted to be a music major because I was a music major and was like, meh.
I think, well, if I could have done it again at the time, I mean, I was wholeheartedly into like sportscasting, but looking back and seeing where now what I want to do with the arts, being a lyricist, being a writer, now it's like, okay, now I wish I did music so I can get a head start on all the things that I need other people to now do for me instead. But that's not what we're here to do. We're here to drown it out with entertainment. This ain't a therapy session. So Nicole is going to give us a little Fun Home right now. It inspired her, and now she can hopefully inspire some of you, and at the very least, give you a little entertainment on this rainy Thursday evening, stuck in quarantine. So Nicole, I'm going to mute myself. You have the screen.
All right. What happened last night? Are you really here? Joan, 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 Joan. Hi, Joan, don't wake up, Joan. Oh my God, last night. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, last night. I got so excited, I was too enthusiastic. Thank you for not laughing. Well, you laughed a little bit at one point when I was touching you and said I might lose consciousness, which you said was adorable, and I just have to trust that you don't think I'm an idiot or some kind of an animal. I never lost control due to overwhelming lust, but I must say that I'm changing my major to Joan. I'm changing my major to sex with Joan. I'm changing my major to sex with Joan. With
bones in her thighs, a seminar on Joan's ass in her Levi's, and Joan's crazy brown eyes. Joan, I feel like Hercules. Oh God, that sounds ridiculous. Just keep on sleeping through this and I'll work on calming down. So by the time you've woken up, I'll be cool, I'll be collected, and I'll have found some dignity. But who needs dignity? Because this is so much better. I'm radiating happiness. Will you stay here with me for the rest of the semester? We won't need any food. We'll live on sex alone. Sex with Joan. I am writing a thesis on Joan. It's a cutting-edge field and my mind is blown. I would gladly stay up every night to hone my compulsory skills with Joan. I would study my way down her spine, familiarize myself with her well-made outline, while she researches mine. I don't know who I am. I've become someone new. Nothing I just did is anything I would do. Overnight, everything changed. I am not prepared. I'm dizzy, I'm nauseous, I'm shaky. I'm scared. Am I falling into nothingness or flying into something so sublime? I don't know, but I'm changing my major to Joan. I thought all my life I'd be all alone, but that was before I was lying prone in this dorm room bed with Joan. Look, she drooled on the pillow, so sweet, all sweaty and tangled up in my bed sheet, and my heart feels complete. Let's never leave this room. How about we stay here till finals? I'll go to school forever. I'll take out a dementedly huge high-interest loan, 'cause I'm changing my major to Joan.
Nicole D'Angelo. Nicole, I want to compliment you on that, but first I want to make it very clear how difficult that was that you just did, because you played piano and you sung, and it's not an easy song to sing to, and it's not like just verse chorus and it sounds easy. And plus you acted it. You chose to act it. I said you had to. You didn't have to, but you did. You chose to act it.
With this one.
Well, I mean,
otherwise it's very confusing.
Nicole, that might be the most underrated thing we've seen on Wrong Major yet, because that is super difficult what she did, and she knocked it out of the park. Thank you so much, Nicole. That was awesome and so fitting. I mean, we got Changing My Major. I know I wasn't going to be singing it on the program, so I'm glad we had somebody else too. And now, Nicole, it's a perfect time because I want to talk about perfect time. It's no other time. This is where we talk about this. I'm going to bring up a new ticker on the bottom. Epic players. We can see good old Audrey 2 in the background right now.
This side, yes, I got the right side. There he is. Feed me.
I'm glad you got the. I'm still. See, oh wait, no, there. See, I just have my name in the background. But yeah, Feed Me, Little Shop of Horrors. But it's a little bit of a different twist the way you know it, because you do work with Epic Players. So I'm going to let you plug what Epic Players is, and I absolutely love this.
Oh yeah, Epic Players is just the best. Epic Players is a New York City-based professional acting organization that serves performing artists with developmental disabilities, mainly autism. So most of our actors are autistic. And I joined them because I saw an article that spoke highly of them and immediately recognized my people because I'm autistic. So I saw that article and I was like, oh my God, I have to know these people. And they've been so instrumental in giving me a platform and giving me room to grow as a fledgling actor, because
like one of my first roles ever, I went out for Audrey in their production of Little Shop of Horrors and got it. So my first role was playing Audrey off Broadway, and Epic gave me that opportunity. And they're just so incredible. They create space for really anybody in the performing arts, and the growth that I see in my fellow players is just so amazing every day. And we were supposed to have our annual cabaret at Lincoln Center. That was supposed to be on World Autism Day on April 6th, and of course it got coronaed. And that's our biggest fundraiser of the year. So if anybody has it in their heart to come, at least check out Epic Players. We're doing a ton of online programming right now. We're releasing a lot of duets with Broadway stars. I have one coming out in a few weeks that might be related to the show that I just did in some way, so you can watch out for that. But it's just such a great group. I'm so proud to be part of that group.
That is fantastic. I know I was telling Nicole during our test yesterday that I used to MC baseball. It was called Challenger Baseball back in Bergenfield, good old Bergenfield, New Jersey. Baseball, very similar for players with different disabilities, physical or neuro, and it's just so rewarding and they're just so awesome. And I've gotten to see some clips of what you all did. And you told me that your performances were sold out. You couldn't get anyone tickets.
Oh, yeah. It was like insanely sold out because we got profiled by, I was on NPR, like talking about our show on NPR. Fox News, the nice ones, Fox 5, they came and did a bit on us. And right after that, we completely sold out. But we did have some really cool guests come. Lee Wilkoff, the original Seymour, was in the house one night. Joe Iconis, the composer of Be More Chill, was in the house one night, and Jason Williams, who was in Be More Chill, accompanied him. So we had some really cool audience members.
See, folks, smaller theater can still be really cool if you check it out and you support them. So that's Epic Players, and that's Nicole D'Angelo. Nicole, thank you so much for coming on. Now, I will let you cast your spell so you can go back into your portal that transports you to Central Jersey. And tell the unicorns and the griffins I said hi while you're over there. It's not real.
Thank you so much, Brian. I'll go back to Central Jersey, which exists.
Oh my! All right, very well, Nicole D'Angelo. Thank you so much for coming on. Check out the Epic Players, friends, and goodbye to Nicole. And now, with that, friends, you're watching Wrong Major, and we come to our final performer of the evening, and this one's really cool. I know we have a lot of musical theater on here. We do a ton of musical theater because most of the people that I know, at least in the first go around of these shows, are all musical theater people, so they do what they know, and that's musical theater. But we're going to mix it up. We're going to go a little swing here. We're going to do a little swing action right now for you, and I'm very excited because I met this next performer during my time at good old Applebee's, the neighborhood bar and grill, working at Applebee's in Hackensack. We used to sing back in the kitchen together. We would sing variations of the Game of Thrones theme. Sometimes we'd sing Rent or just different tunes. And I really love his voice. He's been posting videos on streaming all the time. And it's kind of nice to see as I went from my transition from broadcaster to lyricist and writer, kind of having that music really reinforced, especially in my final year. So without any further ado, and as tradition on Wrong Major, we like to have at least one performer who was not a performing or an arts major in their school, and we're going to end with one right here. So, from Pace University, get ready for this, originally business, then switched to economics, then to communications with journalism. Officially, his degree is in communications with minors in journalism and economics. Again, that's from Pace University. He is from good old Ridgefield Park, New Jersey, which we consider North New Jersey, and he regrets working too much. Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for our local crooner, George DeFeis.
Hey, what's up, Ryan?
Hey, George. Wow, look at you dressed up.
I changed it up from before.
Is this this is the first time I'm wearing a collared shirt in months? I don't know about you.
This is the first time I'm wearing pants that are not stretchy, and also a collared shirt as well. So thanks for having me. I don't know why you put me last when the last couple performers just went and blew it out of the water. So I hope I don't screw it up here. But
it's okay. You're with your local neighborhood expert here.
Yes. You were an expert. I remember that.
You weren't a neighborhood expert though, right? You weren't.
There. I was when I was in New York, but when I am in New York now. But when I
worked in you, but yeah, I was the neighborhood expert. I'd like to say I brought up George. So he has 2 songs for us. We're going to jump right into the first one right now. George will now be performing the birthday song from Applebee's. No,
Let's do that.
No,
Yes.
let's.
You started.
I will kill the Wi-Fi. I will cut this whole program, turn it around. So George, you're going to be doing a couple of swing tunes for us. He performs a lot of these on his own Facebook, and he just started a music page on Facebook. You could check out. On Facebook, I'll bring up the ticker right here. George DeF Music, but it's George DeFeis Music. That ad is the official handle on Facebook, if you will, or you can check him out on YouTube, George DeFeis. So George, without any further ado, I'm gonna give you the mic and.
All right, I'm gonna come back over here to.
All right, then I'll stay on camera. So that way we don't just look at an empty.
Yes. Can you see me?
I can see you. I can see you. Look at you in pants and a jacket. That's how you know we've been in quarantine too long, when I'm complimenting you for just looking nice.
Yes. I think that this is as nice as it's going to get. So I'm ready when you are.
I'm ready for you. You got the con, buddy.
Let's do it.
All right. This is George DeFeis.
All right. This one is called What a Wonderful World. Hope it comes out all right. I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom for me and you, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I see skies of blue and clouds of white, the bright blessed day, the dark sacred night, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. The colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, are also on the faces of people going by. I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? They're really saying, I love you. I hear babies crying, I watch them grow. They'll learn much more than I'll ever know. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Yes, I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Oh, yeah.
George DeFeis. George DeFeis. I'm sorry. What?
Are you? I said I like the mask.
Yeah, I just want to stay safe.
Right. I know that it's communicable through Facebook live streams. So good on you. I gotta get mine on.
It is. Can you hear me with this? Should I take this off?
It's a little muffled, but that's all right.
Muffled? All right, I'll take it off then. Is that better?
Yeah, perfect.
You know, I'm getting a buzzing actually. Let me take this. Okay.
All right. That's it. That's the one.
Yeah. I'll take this off. Rule of threes. I didn't go more than three.
Of course.
I had to practice that bit. I hope it was worth it because I had to practice layering them and making sure that you couldn't see the next one that was coming. George, that was awesome, my man. That was lovely.
Thanks. I know that before we were trying to do it, and I had a weird version going on. So I found a new version. I'm not as talented as the others. I don't play any instruments, so I have to find backing tracks online. So that's what I did.
George, but you do have a dog, and that could have been that could be the game changer right there. I don't know where the Poochie is, but
Walter, come here.
Look at that, a human name.
Oh, he's actually chewing on his bone. I don't think I should bother him. He'll start barking or something.
Chewing on his bone. You know you're in the quarantine that long. All right, George. Now, before we get to the finale of our show, I want to plug what you work with because you also you got hit. You feel the effects of coronavirus right now. You said you regret working too much, but one of the things that you do work is actually really awesome. You work with the Paramount Hudson Valley Arts Theater, Paramount Valley Arts Theater in Peekskill, New York.
That's right.
Did I get that right?
That is right.
Yeah, because you're not Sarah, so I actually can pronounce it.
I'm so glad you're able to read those notes in front of you.
Yeah, you know, I could set up the prompter and, you know, just go through the camera, but that's just a whole ordeal that we have to go through. But yeah, they're a recognized 501c3 charity organization, just like Cars for Kids. So why don't you talk about that, George?
Yeah, so we do live music, live comedy, and we've, like all other performing arts venues, including Broadway and everything else, we have to, you know, we've had to postpone shows through currently moving everything through June right now. But yeah, we're just trying to get through this so that we can get back to bringing people into the theater and you know, celebrating music, celebrating live entertainment again.
Live entertainment. Now, what's your favorite show that you've done and helped program?
My favorite show. It's actually interesting. My first year there in 2016, there were two shows. Ladysmith, Black Mambazo we had. Who were actually really cool. And but probably my favorite is Martin Sexton. I'm not sure if you've heard of him.
Okay.
Martin Sexton was awesome. Probably my favorite live show we've had. So
two awesome shows. Two awesome, and I appreciate Ladysmith, Black Mambazo not just because of Mean Girls. I like listening. Right. I like listening to that music sometimes to chill out. Now, George, before I send you off on your finale, I'm gonna ask: is your phone on proper silent? Because we're hearing buzzes, and I know you're being filmed on your phone right now. So I think it's like your family telling you how good of a job you're doing. That's what I feel like is happening.
My phone is not on silent right now because I need to talk to you. So.
Okay. So, you know, we're getting some buzzes. At least it tells us when you get buzzes, that tells us that people are watching, because that's what I'm definitely.
It must be buzzing. I'm not hearing it too much over here.
Okay. No, you know what? You're fine, George. You're gonna keep going. You go, Glen Coco. You keep doing that. So this is George. He's gonna take us out with the finale. Always like to end on an upbeat little ditty for us, and he did this for me in the test, and I loved it. So, everybody, if you like to swing, if you have a swing partner at home, grab their hand and get a little exercise in. Let's stretch those muscles. This is Lazy River. George, take us home.
All right, we're ready to go. Up a lazy river by the old mill, a lazy river in the noonday sun. I linger a while in the shade of a tree, throw away your troubles and dream with me. Up a lazy river by the robin sun, awakes a morning, we'll know along, there'll be blue sky above. Everyone's in love. Up a lazy river, how happy we'll be. Up a lazy river with me. Up a lazy river by the old mill, ride on a lazy, crazy river in the noonday sun. You can't linger for a while in the shade of a tree, yeah. Throw away your troubles, baby, dream of me. A lazy river by the robin song, awake a brand new morning where we can roll along. Happy blue skies up above. So as long as we're in love, we'll be up a lazy river, up a crazy lazy river, up a lazy river with me. From a halfway mark now, up a lazy river, brother, I've been awake a brand new morning where we can roll along. Happy blue sky up above. So as long as we're in love, we'll be up a lazy river, up a crazy lazy river, up a lazy river. I ain't going your way. Get out of my way. Up the lake there, river with me.
Woo! Give us that Rat Pack era stuff. You get another one right there. George DeFeis. Oh, buddy, that. Ah, God, I love.
So that I could see you. I don't. My eyes are getting worse. Who would have thunk it? You know, getting older, eyes worse. Hey.
You're supposed to just sing like you're from that era, not like you're actually born in that era, George.
Right. I'm more of a character actor. I also get into my roles. So, you know, as you can see, someone that age, you know, think about these songs. I might be 80, 90. So I do need a nap.
I feel like the good thing is though that your voice sounds like that. So as you get older, it's still gonna like be really you're gonna be rolling. You won't have a downturn.
It should age well, hopefully.
Hopefully, exactly. Well, George, I want to thank you so much. Once again, we're gonna pull up. Let me pull up your what we're plugging here. Where is she? She's right there. Paramount Hudson Valley. Is there a place people can go to support, to check you guys?
You can if you are able to and can afford it. You can definitely donate to Paramount Hudson Valley Arts. The website is ParamountHudsonValley.com. ParamountHudsonValley.com, and there's a donate button right up the top that'll help us with programming, both family, kids, as well as our normal programming, to be able to offer it at affordable prices to our patrons.
That's awesome. And even if you can't, folks, donate, spare a share, you know, sharing it on social media, liking the page. It just helps numbers grow. It helps people get their stuff out. And not just for the theaters, folks. This is for all of the artists. I want to thank Michaela, Sara, Nicole, and George. Please check them all out. And if you like their stuff, pester them to put out their own stuff on their social media. Hopefully we were able to give you a little bit of entertainment during this quarantine, this COVID-19 pandemic. Who knows when we're going to be out of it, and whether you're dealing with it hard or you're dealing with it okay. Just support your artist friends, because a lot of them, you know, they're not making money doing what they love, but they're doing everything they can. So this is our way of trying to get a little bit of love out into the world and to entertain, because that's what we love to do. So that is my buddy George.
All right. And consider this my application for co-hosting, and I'll see you next time.
As you know, if you're wearing that, buddy, if you're wearing that, you can just, I'll just have you come on, even if you don't have a song prepared, and you can just sit there and look good.
I think that's great.
It looks like you have somewhere. Best to Walter the dog. You have to bring him on next time. Everybody, this has been Wrong Major, a place to drown your sorrows with regret. And remember, if you ever regret anything, just say screw it and make some art, because it's going to feel really, really good. If you happen to know anybody that makes any art of their own, and it doesn't have to be singing, if they're an instrumentalist or if they're a drawer, a makeup artist, what have you, recommend them to me. I'd love to have them on the program, mix it up, make this more a variety show. Yeah, George, I'm leaving you on camera, buddy, so that way I'm not alone.
Start breaking down, that's fine.
You just start striking the set. I know it's 9 o'clock and you gotta put it away for the night.
You keep going. I'm just gonna take this apart.
You know, it gives everybody something to watch visually, so that way they don't have to watch just me talking to them. But like I said, if you know anybody, if you yourself are an artist and you'd like to come on, I don't need to just bring on my friends. In fact, a lot of people, we're starting to get into that by episode 2 of recommending friends of friends. So soon we can have somebody that I've never met in my life. That is the goal. Just want to entertain you all, give you a little bit. If you have any recommendations, please just hit me up on the socials. That's at @bcuddy on Instagram, although I'm not much of a grammar myself. But you know, you can find me. So that's George making his long way away. I am Brian Cadena. Until the next show, may you stay entertained. And for God's sakes, friends, wash your hands so we can all go back outside. Take care.